Hello, my name is Schneider, making this video to introduce myself as a new member of the DSJ board. Hugo, thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this board, and initiative, and movement, and to be able to build these relationships with all of you. I am based in San Francisco, California. I have had a long path of discovering and exploring, and I am continuing to steep in social justice and what that looks like in my life and my career and how I can affect change for the better. I would say I grew up with privilege and access, and it wasn't until my first year of college that I began to really question that privilege and access, and also realizing there were a lot of voices missing at the tables that I was invited to sit at. This led me to work in humanitarian efforts in Guatemala and Ecuador before returning to the States to finish my degree and to start looking at how that translated into a career. I have worked in human rights, grassroots movements, especially civic engagement within the United States. And then that also led me on a strange and wild ride to climate justice and environmental justice, where in 2008, Tim DeChristopher, a young student at the University of Utah, posed as a bidder in the illegal auction of public lands in southern Utah, and he was convicted and charged with 2 years in prison. I came on board and co-founded his climate justice organization with him and others called Peaceful Uprising, and we went on to advocate for the nonviolent civil disobedience integration into the environmental justice movement, which was incredibly exciting, but also exposed all new layers of social injustices that happen in our court systems, in our organizations, in our grant management systems. And ultimately that experience, while beautiful and wonderful and grounding, led me to see what else I could accomplish by actually becoming part of that policymaker group. I'm currently in local government in San Francisco and honestly struggling to see how the integration of social justice and policy making come together. And I am lucky to be in a city that is as progressive and compassionate as it is. But having my Utah roots, every time I go back to Salt Lake City, I question how far we're coming when it's only pockets of us. So that's a little bit about me. I'm excited to be part of the DSJ board. I'm excited to begin having these conversations in more depth. I recently left graduate school, which was an incredible place to connect with other individuals and to have these conversations. And unfortunately, these conversations don't happen outside of academia at the local government levels very often. So again, excited to take all of the work that we're doing here back to the career that I'm pursuing, back to the conversations that are happening on various tables across cities and states and fields. So thank you for having me. I look forward to meeting you all soon. All right. Take care.